The Book of Recollections, Episode 31, Deceiving Appearances, by Dicesylvania. Well, hello there. I know you're not here to listen to little old me talking. I pretty much left you hanging with that reverse moose thing last time, didn't I? Alright. I was getting to eat. Sheesh. What first seemed like a harmless wild animal fit for a mount quickly developed into an abomination as the moose in front of Castiel and his creation twisted and snapped its ribcage, turning itself inside out. The aberration started violently screaming at Castiel while attacking three animated skeletons that emerged from puddles of the Sabbath water. Their movements were sharp and unnatural, like puppets controlled by unseen strings, and their skeletal jaws emitted guttural growls that echoed through the street. For the first time, Castiel felt the chill of necromancy beyond his control, realizing that the moose noticed the peril even before he did and lunged to protect him. But the either creature would not join the two in the fight, claiming it was not his quarrel to partake in. Castiel tried to plead with his child, asking him to come home with him in a desire to flee the battle, while fighting off the gnarly skeletons. But the foes proved far too great for Castiel, taking a blow that sent him plummeting towards the ground. The Chancellor appeared out of nowhere to pick Castiel up and help him in the fight, followed soon after by the ether creature that completely decimated one of the skeletons with a lightning strike. All the while, the moose aberration took advantage of the civilian casualties of the fight to gorge on the brains and vocal cords, granting him the ability to speak. Okay, I'm definitely not sure how Leo got here, or if there's an even longer underground tunnel between Winterheim and Greenspring, but aren't we all glad he did? I was beginning to think Castiel was a goner. With the skeletons vanquished, the group retreated to Leo's mansion in the Midnight District using an invisibility spell and a silent image of a bunny to conceal the grotesque moose. With the temporary guarantee of safety and shelter, Castiel decided to talk to his most recent creation, who introduced himself as Shadowfall, while they unceremoniously bestowed the name Whip, work in progress, to the moose when they couldn't decide upon what to call it. While Leo was trying to introduce his old family to his new one, Shadowfall started rustling through some old documents, correcting possible inaccuracies about the Sabbath waters, while the moose decided to set up the table, placing it upside down, while doing the same with the chairs. Shadowfall, quickly assimilating manners, but from an inappropriate source, ransacked Castiel's spare room and filled the table with all sorts of limbs and grotesque bodily parts. Leo and Castiel later found Kerr, the latter's hag's daughter, who could only cryptically mutter, "He's dead." Puzzled and concerned, they followed her to the basement, only to find the deceased body of Old Man Clement. The group decided to prepare a ceremony, but not before Castiel got a chance to say a proper farewell to the old man. With his unique ability of speaking to the dead, he got his wish to converse with Clement once more, a conversation both heartfelt and, in the style of Castiel, downright dubious. After the ceremony ended, there was a palpable tension in the air. Leo, who seemed to have taken a page out of Kate's snark book, finally lashed out at Castiel after bottling it up all day, berating him, while also leaving him in a confused state. Leo's appearance suddenly started to morph, revealing a pair of milky white eyes that belonged to none other than Grace, who had been portraying the Chancellor in his absence and ran things in his stead, so that he would maintain his position of power. After the tensions subdued, the group started making plans to go down to the Augury district, where rituals were to be performed to honor Sabbath, rituals known as the Day of the Dead. Castiel, having lost his faith in the Hebdomads, strongly opposed sending Clement off as part of the ritual, but Grace, as a faithful follower of Saturni, fought Castiel over it and finally managed to convince him to give the old man a proper send-off while preserving his memories. The ritual occurred on the 5th day of every week according to the religion of the Hebdomads, allowing people to celebrate the memories of the ones they've lost. It was also the day when the scribes would take the thoughts of all the people that have died that week, record all their memories in their archives, then, at sundown, they would send them off in boats down the Sabbath River, guided by boatmen on their final journey. The Day of the Dead definitely doesn't sound ominous at all, but I know one thing for sure, it definitely sounds like Castiel's area of expertise. I hope he's not going there to cause any more trouble just, for academic purposes. Well, I guess we'll just have to find out next time. This was the recap for episode 31 of VIM, as told by the Book of Recollections. I am Count Bear, your VIM recap narrator. If you'd like to join us as VIM The Tale of Immortality premieres, tune in on Sunday at 5 p.m. UTC on youtube.com/@Dicesylvania. New recaps drop every Friday evening. And remember, every subscribe keeps the magic alive. Thanks for sticking with us. Good day, good night, and don't let the vampires bite.